What's up, everyone? I'm here at the shop today. I am working on doing the Nissan build. So I got all the parts in, so I'm going to show you exactly what I got. I'm going to show you the progress that I've made on it. So everything that I ordered was from Rock Auto. This is one of the brands, Engine Tech. I've used their product before. So we have, first and foremost, as you can see there, is our oil pump. So we got our oil pump there. I got a couple of Velcro gaskets for the intake manifold. This is the Airtex water pump. So we got the water pump, and last but not least, this is the real important part. This is the entire timing set. So we have the two main guides. It also came with sprockets. I believe that is for the VVT solenoid, maybe? I don't know. So we have two tensioners there. We've got another guide. Another one of the sprockets. These are the two cam chains, and this is the main chain, and then I believe this is another tensioner here. So thankfully all of that came in, so I'll have everything that I need to change it out. So I did start working on this last night. I got a little bit done, went ahead, got the entire intake manifold off. I got the fans out, strut bar, the air intake, the upper radiator hose, and the tensioner. So I have the whole belt off. I need to get the second belt off for the AC compressor and then start tearing down the front of the engine. I am doing the valve cover gaskets too. That's why I had to take all that off. So I got to get those off so I can change those out. But mainly I'm worried about doing the chain. So now it's just a matter of getting every bit of this off so I can get back there and get this done. So we won't film the whole thing. I'm just going to do a little update sporadically to let you know exactly what's going on with it. But hopefully I should have this done today, and this will be a running and driving car better than it was. So I figured out what the problem was. Put my light right here so you can see it. So there should be two bolts that hold this tensioner in. The bolts actually broke, so it slipped past where the actual guide goes in. There's a ridge right here where the guide sits in, and since those broke, it caused the guide to slip past, and the tensioner is just laying to the side of it. So I've got to get this entire cover off so I can get to all that. Hopefully I can re-tap it and put the new tensioner in. Otherwise, this may be really bad. So I'll let you guys know. As you can see, car is up on a jack stand right now. I have everything off. I'm working on trying to get the timing chain line back up. The tensioner popped out when I was turning it by hand, so the chain popped off the crank pulley for just a second, so it's kind of not timed yet. Also, what I noticed was when I pulled everything off, the timing cover had a big crack in it. So it was in two pieces, but I guess it had so much pressure on it that it wasn't leaking. But I'm gonna need a new timing cover. Pretty much everything just sitting around. I have a bunch of coolant and oil that I had to drain out. I had to pull the radiator out of the way, the power steering pump, AC. So everything is basically out of the way. So water pump's right here. That's got to be changed. The oil pump is at the very bottom with the main pulley. So I got to change that out. Timing chain. I've got new cam sprockets, so I'll be changing those as well. So I got both cam sprockets. I do not have new cam phaser sprockets, so I'm not really worried about that, but I do have all the guides and everything, and then I'll be resealing everything as well, and then I still have to do the valve cover gaskets, but for the most part it's getting there. I just need to figure out the timing on it, and then I should be good. Show you guys this real quick. So this is the new guide. It should have this plastic piece on here. That's to keep it from rubbing against the metal. This is the one that just came off. As you can see, it's been rubbing the metal and taking off a little bit of material as it went by. So this is one of the main reasons why it was so loud. So once this goes in, it'll actually have something to ride on instead of metal. So I got to get all the metal shavings out of the engine that happened because of this. So this is the top guide. As you can see, it's already started breaking off there, and it also has a piece broken off there as well. For reference, this is how it should look. It should be solid all the way across, and I'm missing a chunk there, and I'm missing a chunk there. So this one was definitely bad, and this is the brand new one, so we'll be putting this one on instead. I actually got one of the pieces that broke off out of the block. That's one of the bolts that was holding the chain tensioner in place. It actually came out. I put a magnet to it and backed it out, and it came out. The other one, however, I got to drill it out and use an extractor. Thank God. So this is the other one. I managed to drill a hole in it and use my extractor, and I got it out. So these are the two bolts that broke off for the tensioner. So they are now out of the block, and now I can go ahead and put everything back together. Thank God. Alright, real quick update. I did get the new timing cover in. Timing is set. I have the whole top of the engine in. I just need to get the power steering pump, the alternator, the AC compressor, all that stuff mounted in. I need to finish up putting over the cam caps on the end, put those on, put the intake back in, fill it with oil, and hopefully today I should be starting the car. So fingers crossed. She's alive. She is alive and running great. So a little update. The entire car is back together. The only thing I noticed is the valve cover gasket on this side is leaking on the back. A little bit on that side, so I got to take just the intake manifold off, tighten down the bolts, make sure the valve cover gaskets are seated and everything's tightened down. But the car has been started. It is running good, minus the oil leak, but other than that, everything seems to be good. Next video that I upload will be the car on its first drive. But for now, I'm just doing the update on the actual car running. It's running good, so we're gonna be cleaning up everything and taking care of everything on there. But right now, the car is running, and it's running strong. Still got a little bit of a, not like a tick, but probably just belt tensioners that have a little bit of a squeak to them. So I may end up changing those out because both of them are actually squeaking. But everything's good. So next video that you see will be the first drive of this car, and I'm super excited about it. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Drop a like on the video, and stay tuned for more videos on this car once I start doing more to it. Thanks guys. See you later.